charged with bank fraud and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. So that's what I'm charged with.
Has been charged with bank fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and aggravated identity theft.
Criminal conspiracy is this: an agreement between two or more people to commit a criminal act. The agreement itself is the crime, not the ultimate offense.
Is accused of orchestrating a $1.5 million fraud scheme.
You being indicted now, and then when you go and read the indictment, I'm charged with bank fraud. I told you what I did, and I told you that I'm guilty of it. And I told you that I'm guilty of it. And I told you that I'm guilty of it.
To steal someone's identity means that someone actually steals information about you and then uses that information to take out new credit in your name.
An identity thief can use that information to get a credit card with your name on it and not pay the bill. Or he could borrow money using your name and not pay it back. That could mean big trouble for you, the victim.
Now, 3 or 4 months ago, one of my partners from Chicago, Dwayne Mondelez, and his uncle, Deshaun Mondelez, and his uncle, Deshaun Mondelez.
Psychopaths' lies are driven by multiple motives. Psychopaths. They lie as a means of manipulation to exercise dominance over others. These individuals also lie to cover up their misdeeds and illegal activities.
Dwayne Mondelez and his uncle, Deshaun Mondelez, call me and tell me that, hey, you're indicted. I'm like, fucking for what? The motherfucking white boy in California, you know what I mean? He got hit with about $2 million worth of shit. That ain't the first time. That ain't the first time. That's not the first fucking time. It's not the first time. You know what I mean? Like anything you ever find that I've ever done, it has been worth at least $1 to $10 million. Anything you ever find that I've ever done, it has been worth at least $1 to $10 million. I said I was indicted. I'm charged with bank fraud and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. Okay? So, that's what I'm charged with.
Guys, don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. And when I would call you guys would be yelling. You guys would be cursing me out. Mommy would be yelling at the top of her lungs. And so what I would do, I'd say, okay, I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 months. And then hopefully you just miss me so much that you just want to talk. Both you and her, when I would call, it was nothing but arguments. To be completely honest with you, Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what city we were in, he would say, is this your father's number, or is this your mother's number? And it would say, call me. And I would say, yes, that is my father's number. And he's like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him, because at that point, the only thing I get is bickering every time I pick up the phone. So if I can avoid it, if I can enjoy myself in this nice little penthouse while we in New York for the weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It was very suffocating because I was an adult at the end of the day, period. And like I said, I'm not obligated to answer anyone. I feel like, truthfully, all of the women that have been associated with Robert, I feel like once they saw him as a celebrity, not as a human being, and they were infatuated with that celebrity. I feel like a lot of them dated him because of that, because of who he was, because of the life that he had, because of the life that he could provide them. Can you talk about the shopping sprees? Can you talk about you keeping your hair and nails done? Can you talk about all the great times that you had dinner and was spending money and was splurging and was so happy? Because one thing about Robert, he has a very giving heart. As a celebrity, he has no reason to keep you kidnapped or keep you tied up. He just has no reason to allow you to move freely, take care of you, and still, at the end of the day, whatever will happen,
So we looking at here, we got a before and after.
Beat me with a shoe, a size 12 foot Air Force One, and he beat me all over.
It's done. It's over. It's over. You may not even make it to trial.
Oh, I know about the time that you spent with her all 3 times. I was there, but I wasn't visible. But I was always there. I can understand about how you feel about the before, because I've witnessed the before and I've witnessed the after. So I know about the time that you spent with her all 3 times. The middle is me. So it's real when she was here. Gave her all of the information. I got the actual people on the phone. She made the decisions. She made the decisions of her own, and it was not easy. It was days and days and days of crying. It was hours and hours and hours of footage. It was indictments. It was phone calls. It was a lot of different things, and it was a lot of information that she just did not know.
Overwhelming details. Some of the best psychological manipulators are ones that can put up the facade of being intellectual, even if they aren't necessarily more intelligent than someone else. They're very good at seeming like it, either applying arbitrary facts to a situation or just making up facts. A person that can convincingly lie about details or pretend to be an expert is very hard to argue with.
I think what really made what solidified what you showed her was his absence, because it might have been a completely different story if he was out.
I don't think so. Not after what I showed her. Like, not how she took it. It's not just me. It's not just me that dealt with her. It's my girl. It's my mom. It's my.
Being rushed into making decisions can result in you having to trust another person's advice that may not actually be better for you, or end up in you not getting what you want. Manipulators are hyper aware of this. They know that if they hurry someone into making a decision, they can greatly influence the outcome.
What you're trying to say is that no matter how much I showed her that the things that he was telling her were lies, and she went on national TV and did what she did, you don't think that had nothing to do with her realizing that, fuck this motherfucker. I can't believe.
I think all of that has something to do with it, but I think what solidified her actions was his absence. Everything came into play, but what I think finalized it and gave her the courage and the strength to go on is because there were other people in her ear and he wasn't there to defend it. Had he been there to defend it, I don't think it would have turned out the same way. Right. She was vulnerable. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm not saying what you did was right, but she was vulnerable. Anybody could have came in and slid in her ear and told her anything because the nigga's not dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think if R. Kelly, honestly, if R. Kelly would have been out on bail, if he was granted bail, I don't think Asriel would have flipped. If R. Kelly was in the streets, Asriel wouldn't have flipped, in my opinion.
Guess what? I run up in any one of you motherfuckers. I run up in any one of them. I do whatever. I'll give a recap. I started just to mute R. Kelly. The page did good. It brought awareness because I wanted to keep the shit going after the documentary. I didn't just want it to be a documentary documentary went off, and I didn't want it to go in vain. Like I had met one of the parents, and I met another parent, and another parent, and his father. So I kept that page going. I had one page, so I have to fucking get more pages. You know what I mean? Then I started pedophile assistance. And then, goddammit, then I started Neighbors 1 and Neighbors 2 and Neighbors 3. Then I did the Twitter at the same time. Met a lot of great people that took time out of their schedule. Then, the law basically got involved in my pages. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? Then me and Angela relationship, got tighter. We started communicating. Why didn't you interview me?
I didn't know about you.
Well, I'm the truth.
I didn't know about you. I didn't know about your ass until you got. I'm keeping it 100. I don't. We wrapped up the production now, and there's no disrespect. But nigga, I'm glad I didn't know about you. Because if I didn't know about you before and knew you was fucking with the feds, I'd have never interviewed your ass. If I didn't know about you before and knew you was fucking with the feds, I'd have never interviewed your ass.
Had made a deal with the feds. If he could get Andrea to turn on R. Kelly, it would help him in his motherfucking case. You feel me? Wow. So, at the 2 weeks she was at his house, he had got her to watch the docu-series, and he molding her. He telling me, I got the picture of the party because it was around her birthday time. Because I got the birthday cake with them singing happy birthday at the house to her. But she was still against her father, still for R. Kelly. He's like, TT, this is going to be hard. Because he was trying to get me to send money. And I'm like, why the fuck should I be happy that Azriel at your house? He was like, TT, I'm running out of money. I need some money, right? Because you didn't, put on this persona like you got all this money. And now, what the fuck did I have to send money for? He was like, TT, I need you to send me some money because you see what I'm saying? I'm running out of money. And Azriel is here. Like, I should be happy that Azriel at his house. Azriel got left because she was still rebellious against her father. But I don't even think Angelo knew about that deal. I can't say he did, I can't say he didn't. That case that he fighting at $1.6 million case, he's saying a way that he can get out the case. If he get, and Azriel wasn't turning on R. Kelly. That was point blank. When she came home, only person she was fucking with was her brother. Like her mother wasn't even, she was R. Kelly for all of y'all. You see what I'm saying? Right. It's R. Kelly. But Larry, the one, he had her hanging with his daughter, because they got a video in the car, and him and Larry's daughter, and he said, man, my girl, we spent all these hours, Larry was just showing the shit, and was sitting there. It was hard, but he got it a turn.
It's Bear. It's done. It's done. Bear. It's done.